Hey there, how's it going? This is Jake. I'm one of the owners of Crest Pest Control. I just wanted to do a quick video overview to highlight our HOA board portal. Really, the goals of this portal are twofold. The first is to provide as much transparency as possible to the HOA board as well as the property manager. And the second is to engage as many community members as possible. We always view the more community engagement we get, the better service we can deliver, not only to the board, but all the residents that live in the community. So there's 6 tabs up top here. This first one's a pretty simple one. It's just an overview of the plan. This is unlikely to match any sales report we sent over. Again, this is just a demo account. So you can see, on the left-hand side here, the plan. You can see, the cost per service to the board. You can see, what exactly is the plan between rodent and pest control. And then you can see a site map of exactly where devices are located around your property. The last thing I'll call out here is this pre-application notice. From a legal perspective, this is something that you're required to post in a conspicuous place before the first service, only the first service, and you can just view and download that here. The next 2 tabs I'm going to touch on are really focused on transparency piece. So the first is the community visits tab. After every service, you're going to get an email about exactly what we did, what we found. But this is also just a centralized database for you to find everything. You can see 5 different visits we've done. I'm tapping into a couple just to show you. So in this visit, technician found that bait stations 1 through 3 had a decent amount of activity. And so we've actually moved the bait station number 4 just to help out on that side of the property. Seemed like around the rest of the property pretty good from a rodent perspective, which is awesome. You also see the products we used, the amount we used, etc. I'll just jump into one more example. So in this example, actually the bait stations were good, but we did see some ant activity around Sand Canyon Road. And so we actually threw these up on the map, 1, 2, and 3. You can see a couple against the wall back there. And then the third is on the sidewalk. So these are the type of reports we like to give on a every service basis to provide you maximum transparency. And then the second thing we do is actually these video recordings. We typically record them every quarter. It's just a couple-minute video just to give you the update of what we're seeing in your property, what pests we're dealing with, and how we're going after and attacking them. The second 3 tabs I'm going to show you here are really focused more on that community piece. So I'll actually start with this survey tab. This is something we love to do up front with our clients as well as every year thereafter. It's just a really short survey for residents. This basically allows us to get the view of the entire community. So we'll see things in here, like in this example, what type of pests have you seen? A couple people have seen ants. Keep going down. Where are there's some trash cans or some other places? We also see, notice any of the following. Well, there's actually some trash buildup nearby. So now with this data, we're able to aggregate it. We're able to customize the service to where the pain points are and proactively address those, as well as just provide feedback for your community to, really get on top of some of these items like, hey, there's actually some trash buildup over here. The second tab related to this is just the request a service call. So we typically like to give out QR codes to not only the board, but just the community members, and anyone through the QR code can simply come onto here and just mention any pest sightings they're seeing across the community. Any details, they can upload a picture. They're also, the residents themselves are welcome to sign up for service here, at least flag that they're having some service on their individual property, and then that will spark us to give them a call, work with them directly to, get everything scheduled and set up. The last tab here, and you wouldn't be spending too much time on it, but just want to show you, is our upcoming services. So if you had said on this tab, ants along Sand Canyon, that's actually going to pop up in our upcoming service report. And then again, we're going to be able to now customize the treatment, attack the problem a little bit more proactively. So that's the overview of the portal. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for listening. Thanks.